Welcome everyone. Hello, Britzone.
Your voice.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi everyone, welcome.
Hi everyone.
Welcome. Okay, let's wait for the others to join us. Okay, hi everyone. Hi. It's nice to see you again, guys. It's good to see your pretty face and handsome face. Thank you for coming for the Tuesday class. I'm so happy that we are now going to start. But before, I would like to give you some announcement. Please bear with me. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, before I start, let me introduce myself to you. My name is 𝑻𝑬𝑳𝑳. You can call me Ani. I will be your MC for tonight's class. Before I start, share you the announcement. I encourage you guys to turn on your video so I can see your face. It's really nice to having a discussion with face to face. So it's not like I'm talking to myself now. Okay, nice. Thank you for turning on your video. Okay, so once again, hello Britzoners. I hope you guys in a good condition. Thank you for coming to this class. For those of you who don't really know about us, Britzone is a non-profit organization who volunteered by various people, awesome people that running this class for you guys to welcome you from various background. We are focusing on English education because we are consist of 3 classes in a week. The first class is like today on Tuesday, usually called as BSA, Britzone Speaking Academy. Here we focus on public speaking, such as doing debate, speech, interview, etc. We start at 7 p.m. So the second class in the week is BBS, Britzone Environment Series, held every Wednesday, start like today at 7 p.m. In Wednesday class, we are bring you a topic with focus on 4 skills in English, like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay, so the last class in a week is a fun day class held every Saturday. It's pretty different, like we start at 11 p.m. So here we're doing such as various topic with fun way discussion. Okay, so find us in some social media, like you can guys check us out on IG, on Facebook, and also like now we are live from YouTube. Okay, so as a non-profit organization, how do we run our classes? Here we provide like some merchandise, like t-shirt, mugs. You guys can support us by purchasing one of these merchandise. If you want to know more, you can check on our IG or contact our friends in this number. Okay, so we also been lucky to support it for years by Perpustakaan Dikbud. So before this online class, we usually meet up in this library, but you guys can still also check their book collections through their IG. Because in the end of the class, usually we will take some photos. You guys can check your face in our IG. And also guys, please give us your feedback through this link. Okay, I think that's all. All right, so I want to see you and hear your voice, guys. Hi, does anyone of you is the first timer here? Coco. Okay, it's nice to see you, Coco. Is this your first time, Coco?
This is I think my fourth time.
Oh, your fourth time.
Yes.
Okay, where do you live, Coco?
I live in Kalibata area.
Oh, Kalibata. Okay, so how do you do these days in PPKM ya? PPKM era? So how are you holding up there?
Actually, it was fine the first and the second day. Today, I'm getting really bored. but thank God there is Tuesday sessions.
Oh, nice of you. Thank you, Coco.
Yeah.
So I can see some friends.
Yes. Thank you, Coco. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this session. Okay,
yes,
let's see for the others. Yeah. Thank you, Coco. Okay. Okay, I still see some of your screen still off, guys. Are you shy? Or are you in the middle of something, so that's why you don't turn on your video? Yes, come on. I really encourage you to turn on your video so that I can see your smiling, or at the very least, I know that you are a human. Okay, thank you, Sophia. Hi, Sophia. Are you in the beach now, Sophia?
No, it's my
no.
background. Yes.
Okay, so how are you, Sophia?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you. Okay, let's move to another participant. I would like to say hi to Eka, Fitri Puspita. Hi, Eka.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi. How are you doing, Eka?
Great.
Okay, so is this your first time, Eka?
Sure. This is my first time to join this session.
Okay, welcome. How do you know about Britzone?
I just looking for this English community, and then I found this on Instagram, and then I found today's event, and then I start to join.
Oh, thank you, Instagram, for introducing us to Eka. Okay, so what do you expect from this class, Eka?
Yes, I just expect I can
What's your expectation?
train my English vocabulary, and then I expect to train my conversation also in English.
Oh, nice. And how do you do? And what are you doing? I mean, what do you do? Are you a worker, student, or?
Currently, I'm working in the one of a company in Indonesia. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Eka. I hope you enjoy this class
Thank you.
as much
Thank you,
as
everyone.
Coco. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Okay, so we got Eka for the first timer. Do we have another one? Guys, would you like to show up your face? Who's the first timer here? Okay, I think we got more loyal member here. Okay. Oh, Ahmad Daud. Ahmad Daud, are you a new member?
No, actually, this is my second time.
Oh, your second time. Okay, thank you for keep coming. So, what do you think about Britzone, Ahmad Daud, so far? After joining for 2 times, what do you think?
I think it's interesting. I see a lot of people who are interested in English and they are sharing their stories because, you know, this pandemic is really kill us. And I feel so bored. And yeah, here I find a new community, I could say, and new people. And it's so good to know about people around since we are locking down here and nobody gonna interact with us. So yeah, it's great.
Thank you, Ahmad. Yeah, it's the same with us here. We also struggling with this, quarantine life. Like we just stuck with ourselves. And thank you guys for keep coming to Britzone and spending your rest of the day here with us. Okay, I think we are going to start with the conductor. But before I give control to our conductor, I also would like to say happy anniversary for our branch in Surabaya. Yay!
Yeah.
So, guys,
Happy birthday,
as
Britzone
you know,
Surabaya.
as some of you know that we also have branch in Surabaya. So this year which is yesterday, is their second anniversary. So we wish them really a nice year ahead. And if you guys also want to check their Instagram, and also they have some classes, nice classes that you can also attend. All right, so okay, who's can wait for tonight class? Are you guys
Me.
already know about the topic for today? Eka, have you seen about what topic that we are going to discuss today before you join this class?
Yeah. Actually, the topic, but the topic for today, our discussion about can the world recover again after this pandemic? Is it?
Okay, no, you got it wrong. Okay, I
That's
will
open mic.
discourse you. No, kidding. No. Actually, that's the topic for our open mic session. So we also have another session after in the end of the session. We will have open mic session, which you guys will be given a short time to do some topic. And the topic that you just mentioned before, Eka, that's for the open mic session. Thank you, Eka. But for the conductor topic, tell me a story. That's the topic for today. So who's our conductor for tonight? He is Dani Mustofa. He is one of my best friend in Britzone. He's been here for 10 years, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's just meet him. Hi, Dani. Hey, Dani.
Hey Annie, how are you?
I'm doing good, as you can see. How about you, Dani? Are you ready now?
Yeah, I'm good, but I'm nervous at the same time, so wish me luck.
No need to be nervous. As you can see that many participants very excited. They're smiling.
Yeah, that's for. I hope that I could meet with Eka's expectation, so she would come again and again and again. So yeah.
Okay, but then this is your time. I give to you, and guys, please enjoy the class. You may
So
start
thank
now,
you,
Dan.
Annie. Okay. So thank you, Annie. Hi, fellow Britzoners. How are you today?
Hi, I'm great.
We are good.
Awesome.
Yeah, great, awesome. Anyone else? Sleepy, maybe?
Just
Yeah,
chilling.
so I hope you and your loved ones are always in a good situations, and I believe that we can get through this whole pandemic thing, stronger, and we can do this together, guys. So okay, so I think like Anis mentioned before, we are going to tell about story. So why is it story? I mean, story is we hear story all the time, right? From the movie, from our friends. Sometimes we were told to our friends, right? Like all the time. And then sometimes we heard from the Twitter about stories. So we basically we are exposed to story all the time. But what is it about it that makes it special, at least for me? And I hope that you can find the beauty about story on your own. So later on you can utilize story on your in your own life. Okay, I think let's move on. Let me share. Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, tell me a story, your journey. So I think before I start my presentation, I would like to know, probably one or two, what is your story for today, guys? What is your story? What about it? Anyone would like to share yours? Come on. Okay, I would like to hear from Bendina Moteski. Hi, Bendina. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi. I just see your room. Is that
Wait, I think
it's
I have
like
trouble with my
white?
lighting. Oh,
Yeah, like you like a ghost.
can you see me now?
You look like a ghost. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So what's your story for today, Bendina?
My story for today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any special moment today, and I don't have any something that I can tell. But today was a so day. I mean, nothing special. Just running like the
Okay.
usual day, and yeah, everything's sounds great today.
So yeah, so pretty much you have a regular day, right? Like any other
Yes.
day. So did you find something on social media, for example, Twitter or Instagram that catch your attention? Probably.
Pardon? Can you repeat it?
So did you find something interesting from social media, for example, like Twitter or Instagram that catch your attention and catch your interest?
I
Like
don't
I think like
know.
go ahead.
Uh, I don't know. I just I know I open my handphone for almost every hour, 24-hour, right? But everything just sounds nothing special. Just seeing my friends' story about how they doing this day, and I don't know, nothing special today. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah. I think because of PPKM, right? So it makes
Yes, I
us.
think it's
It doesn't. It doesn't give a colorful day that worth to share as a story, right? Okay.
yes.
Thank you, Bendina. Is there
Okay.
anyone else who would like to share? What is your story for the day? I think Kak Setiawan. Hi, Kak Asli.
Hello,
Are you
hello.
there? Hi.
Yeah,
How are you, Kak Asli?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Hi.
Uh,
Yeah. Do you have any story
yes,
for that happened to you today?
yes, today's
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
like another day before, just like yesterday. Overwhelmed by daily jobs and working in home, and also maybe in the break, what we call, yeah, in 12 in afternoon,
Like,
going out
yeah,
to have
yeah.
some lunch, and then back to work again. Nothing, I think nothing interesting about the work from home
Yeah, nothing
story.
interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think you can chat on your chat box. Please just type 1 if your day just pretty much regular, and type 2 if you have an amazing day today. You can start now, so I can see how many people that have interesting day or how many people that get just like regular day. Let's see how many people. One. Come on. Anyone else? Oh my God. Okay, so sorry guys to hear that. Me too. Like me too. I have a regular day just like you. Since we have like working from home protocols, I think we are on the same boat. So yeah, basically, thank you, Bendina and Artist Devan for sharing your story. So this is me. My name is Dani Mustofa, and you can call me Dani. And please mind you, I'm not a professional storyteller. I'm just someone who like to listen to a story and share my own story to my closest circles. And I'm also passionate about community. That's why, like Anis mentioned, I've been participating in Britzone not for 10 years, but 4 years. So, but it's quite a while, right? And I love working with people that care about community and also care about making a difference in the for a better for a bigger purpose. Okay, so let's move. So guys, this is also another question. What a story means to you? What a story means to you? If you sometimes you feel when you feel down, you try to look up motivation by listening to story or uh, listening to discussion or interview that kept you going. or sometimes you just listen to a story, or you listen to a story to make you laugh, or something else? Does anyone would like to share their opinion and their point of view about story? What story means to you?
I want to share mine.
Okay, go ahead. Who is speaking?
I'm Saskia.
Okay, hi Saskia.
Hi. So I want to
Yeah,
tell
go ahead.
something
Go
about
ahead.
my opinion, and I think story means to me like when you don't have to do it, but you could just listen to it, and you know that 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 it that 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 become experience that you should not to do something like that. You know, when you listen
Yeah.
to other story, you don't have to do the same things again because you already know their experience. That's story
So
means to
yeah,
me.
so basically, yeah. Yeah, so I think that we can learn something from other stories, so we can avoid the same mistakes, or we can imitate their story to get, to make ourselves better, right? To get a lesson learned from other story.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Saskia. That's a very good point. Can I have someone else to share their opinion about what a story means to you guys? Go ahead. This is a speaking. This is a Britzone Speaking Academy. So please be active. Go ahead. Who is speaking?
Me.
Okay. What's your name?
Daud.
Okay. Go ahead, Daud.
I think story is something that we can remember because we believe that nothing is everlasting.
Yeah.
And the story is something we remember once we do in a horrible, horrible life, and we struggling for it, and we are on top of the world, and that's something that we look up for, something that we look up into, because it's something that we have, and like what I told you before, nothing is everlasting, and the story is the only thing that we could have. And that's why I really love to listen to a story from people or to share my story. That's it.
Well, thank you. So there's another good point. Story is everlasting. It stays like forever until we die, right? And it actually can pass. We can pass it on to next generation, especially how like folklore works, right? It passed from generation to generation because the older generation tells the story to the younger, so it stays there. It's kind of the legacy, right? Well, thank you for your opinion. So I think for me, why story is important for me, because it has a uh, three meaning for me. Story is a platform where I can show, not tell. So for example, if I am being interviewed or I am applying for a scholarship, for example, when the examiner asks me who I am, I'm not gonna tell them like I am hardworking, I am caring person, I am kind-hearted person. No, but I'm gonna tell them my story so they would understand me as an individual, and it will give a better connection to the examiner, not just by telling them, like me as an individual by mentioning ABC, but showing my story, sharing my story, it will give a more compelled impact to the examiner. That's just an example. And then the second story for me is aspiring, not dictating, meaning that from listening story we can get inspiration, we can get insight and how to work on our life. Like for example, back then in middle senior high school, I was so inspired by Agnes Mo with her tagline, which are dream, believe, and make it happen. And her journey in her career helped me to set my own goal in life, like how to be successful, how to go to the university, how to basically fight against the odds. And but she doesn't tell me. She didn't tell me to be hardworking. She didn't tell me how to be, to put an effort to reach our goal, right? But she shared her story, and it compelled me, and it inspired me. So that's why I think I'm get inspired. And then lastly is like the last explanations about story is everlasting. It passes from generation to generation, and it's not just temporary. And I still remember like my grandparents' story about my childhood, like how I was growing up, about the family history and everything. And I still remember to this day. And I think, from their story, it shaped me as a person, even though I'm not like I didn't I'm not able to meet with a older generation, but from their story I can feels like I know my ancestor, and from them I can learn something, and it shaped me as an individual. So that's why I think story is important to me. Okay, I think and then move on to TED Talks. I think is a very popular platform, right? And for me, that talk is like a melting pot where anyone could share their story, and they can find uh, people who share the similar interests or the similar vision. And why is it very interesting? Because from this platform, they connect people. They connect people with the same, the same drive, the same dream, the same vision, and they also can, relate each other, without even like knowing the person before, but because they share the same, vision and dream, they can relate to each other even stronger. And then the last is that the more tangible effect is the engagement, which is from listening to the story, we can do something about certain issues. For example, about climate change or about self-development. We can do something by listening from the speaker's experience. So I think that's why TEDx is one of the amazing platform that we can learn from, that can actually improve ourselves better. Okay, so I think there's some of you have I don't know, like remember some topic that you listen from TED Talks, or you recently listen from TED Talks about some topics. Guys, have you listened to TED Talks, or then you feel like some topic that really stood out? Okay, Vendina again. Hi, Vendina.
Hi.
I think you okay. So, do you want to share your experience listening to TED Talks?
Yes, I really agree with you when you say TED Talk is very usable platform. I agree with that, because I remember one video that always inspired me until today. It's about how to draw. I don't know the title. I don't remember the title, but I remember the content of the video is tutorial how to draw. And at the time, the conductor said, if we say we can't draw something, we can't do that because it's just in our mind that we can't do something. Actually, we can do anything if we think we can do it. Do you understand what I mean? I think it's kind of yeah, something like that. It's very inspiring me, because when I watch that, I feel really I don't know, stressful, because I can't draw anything, and I have to do some assignment that push me to draw. So when I watch it, I feel like, oh my God, it's okay to have our own style to do something. So yeah.
Wow, thank you, Vendina. That's interesting story, right? Sometimes like by listening to other story, like we can get like instant inspiration that like waken up our creativity or our mental state to become better. And so that's why I think that talk is one of the greatest place to get inspiration, to get inspired from. And when we feel done, we can also look it up and learn that from a specific topic that we would like to touch up on. Okay, thank you, Benina, for sharing your story. Okay, guys, and I think the next is about ordinary. Oh, sorry, it's about who speaks the story, right? Who speaks the story? Sometimes we think that the one who deserves to speak is someone who has power, someone who has fame, someone who has money. But actually, it's not. You know, everybody has their own story. Everybody has their unique, distinct story that's worth to share. For example, in Britzone itself, I have met so many amazing comedies that I could learn from. You know, there are some women, some strong women that could fight against the odds, even though they were coming from, you know, less fortunate family. You know, for example, like financially, or there's some like, you know, like issue within their family. They could survive. They not only survive, they could excel in what they do, and they helped me to think that, oh my God, if they could do it, I could do it too, right? So that's how it is. We don't have to be someone, you know, someone famous or someone rich in order to can inspire, because you know we can have as powerful story as someone else who have probably like better situation than us. So yeah, and then I think let me think about something else. In terms of and there's like some members of Britzone who shows a significant progress by joining our class continuously, and I learned from this person, because if you put enough effort, your skill will be improved automatically. So you have to invest the time, energy, and something in order to see a progress. So I could learn from him as well. So never settle for the mediocre. So along the way, I have learned so many things from the people I am closest with. You know, I don't have to learn from, you know, top, probably like top 100 richest people in the world, but I can learn from people that I am closest with. So this is how amazing story can be. You know, we can learn from the person that we are actually closest with. And the next is about, for me, by telling and listening to the story, I can get some benefits. The first is by sharing my story. I think it makes me become a better communicator or a better speaker, because I learned how to structureize and articulate my ideas consequently and accordingly. So also the sequence will, I learned how to, you know, how to use proper words, how to, you know, use the proper sentences and stuff. So it is I can see it like the progress by sharing my story through my like closest circles. And then the secondly is it improves my it helps me to nurture my empathy and compassion. So by listening to the story, you know, it makes me realize that people are going through the same, you know, people are going through something in their life that we might not know before we know the story, before we deep dive to their story. So it makes me less judgmental to other people, and it strengthens my like my compassion to people. So I'm trying so when my friends have some issue, I would like to help them as much as I could, because I know how hard, when we are going through something, but like no one cares for them. And then lastly, I guess, it makes me become a wiser person, like I could see life in a different angle. So not based on my personal point of view, but others' point of view, because probably we are going through the same, issue, but we take completely different approach, and it comes out in a very different outcome. So it gives me like a kind of perspective of how to live my life. And then the next one is actually sometimes we wonder like, are we a good storyteller, right? That actually, yes, we are. We are a natural storyteller, because what we are exposed to a story every single day. from our experience, our friends' experience, from what we watch from social media and something. And I think how to like nurture this talent is that by first is by reflect or like self-talk. This is what I do usually. So usually I have like a dialogue or like self monologue about like what kind of like the reflect how I did something that I did in the past, and what can I change about, what would I change about it, something that I could wish I could change, and that would make things better. So so when things when the same things come up in the next time, I will take a different approach about that. And then after I have like gained like the full composure of the reflection, I would usually choose your platform. For example, if you are keen on writing, write your ideas, write your thought, write your write your what's in your mind. And then if you are keen with photography, take a picture that reflects your emotion at the time, that reflects your something that, in your mind. And if you are or a person like me, you can talk to your friends. You can talk to your closest friends, your family members, or someone that you can trust. And then the last is that don't forget to share, because story means nothing if you don't share it to someone that you care about, to your social media account, to your friends, to your family members, because I think we don't have any intention to inspire, but believe me, other people will learn something, big or small. They will learn something from our story. They will get something that hopefully will be useful for their life. Maybe not this time, but probably later on. And then, yeah, my story. I think do I still have time? Okay, I think this is a very short story to light up a bit. So I'm gonna share my story how I learned English, because we are Britzone, so it's about it related to English. So basically, I was coming from a small town, a very very small town, and then in my elementary school, our school didn't have English as a subject, but instead we have a BTA or Baca Tulis Al-Quran, while other school in my district had already had English since the 4th grade. And once I moved out to junior middle school, I was gathered along with other students from probably from 5 different schools, and all of them were already knowing about English since the 4th grade. So I was the very beginning at the time, and my friend was probably like 5 steps ahead. And then I remembered vividly that I had to ask my friends close to me, like next to me, like how to spell E, how to spell B, how to spell C, how to spell D, and etc. Sometimes I ask my my next friends, my friends in front of me and behind me, about very simple stuff. And then when the midterm due, I was so nervous because how I was gonna do the test while I had no idea about the subject, zero idea. And then I eventually, guys, I don't recommend this this example to any of you, especially if you are still at school. I literally copied every single answers from my next chair, also from the friends with in the same table. I literally copied every single answer from him. Thank God he was so kind and he didn't really care about the score and everything. And my first score was 63, 63. And I was in the I was in the lowest. My score was in the lowest in class, but my teacher noticed that these 2 kids have the similar answer, the exact similar score. But yeah, and then instead of yelling at me, my teacher, shout out to Mr. Suhel as an amazing teacher, he helped me to learn this subject more with a different approach. He gave an extra attention, an extra like support to me and along the way, my English improved so significantly, you know. And I think that in my third year of middle school, I represented my school in a certain competition, and then I also got like probably like at least eight on my like yearly semesterly report. And yeah, and I fell in love with the subject ever since. And I see that I have like huge progress, and I'm still learning. So that's one of the story that I was like, oh my god, that's so funny. But when I tell people, sometimes people like laughing and like, are you sure? Like, I think that you made things up. Like, now this is my like true story. So yeah, it's very funny story. And I remember, yeah. But please don't follow my footsteps to copy everything from your friends. I don't recommend that, especially for those of you who are still in school. Please don't do that. Yeah, learning. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for listening to my I don't know if this is insightful or not, but hopefully that you can learn something from my experience from this topic. And I hope that you don't hesitate to share your story in the future, because there are someone out there who will be thankful after listening to your journey and listening to your story. So I think that's all from me. Let's get back to our fabulous MC.
Thank you, Pak Dani. Give it up, guys, to him. Oh my God, that was so cool. Thank you, Pak Dani. That was so nice, Pak Dani, to hear your sharing your personal story on how you survive in that task. Okay, thanks to your friends.
Thanks to him actually.
Okay,
yeah.
and three things that I got from this topic, guys. I can say that I do agree with Pak Dani. What he said about story can connect you, can relate you, and can engage to people around you. So don't hesitate to tell your stories. All right, so we are moving to our next session, FGD. Before we start, I would like to check my friends. So there will be 6 groups for tonight. Okay. Meet my friends. Putri, are you still here?
Hi, Ani. Hi, Pak Dani. Your speech was great. Like I'm attending a TED Talk.
Okay. Thank you, Putri. Are you ready, Put?
Absolutely. So ready.
Okay. Thank you, Put, for being here. Okay, next move to second Fasil. Matthew. Oh, you look nice, Matt. Are you got a new haircut? All right.
No, this is the old haircut.
Oh, really?
But thank you.
You like bapak-bapak? Okay, okay, so are you ready, Matt?
Oh, of course. Can't wait to talk with the guys here.
Yes. Thank you for helping us, Matthew. Okay, meet my friend Robbie. Hi, Robbie.
Hello, Ani. Thank you.
Where are you, Robbie? I can see your face, Robbie.
I'm sorry.
Where are you?
Because something like this, I don't have webcam.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, Robbie, you ready, right?
Yeah, I'm ready, Ani. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for helping us. All right, meet Yayan. Hi, Yayan.
Hello everyone.
Are you doing announcer? Are you announcer here?
No.
Your setting room, like you're going to announce something for us. Okay, Yayan, you ready, right?
Yeah, can wait.
Right, thank you for
So
coming, for helping us. Okay, Dimas. Hi, Dimas. Are you still here, Dimas?
Hello, Ani. Hi, everyone.
I cannot see your face. Where are you? Okay, Dimas, there you are. Thank you, Dimas, for helping us. You ready, right?
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Dimas. Okay, let's meet our last Fasil, Yozi, Bang Yozi. Hi, Bang Yozi.
Hi, Ani. Hi.
Hi, how are you, Bang Yozi?
Oh, I'm very good. Thank you.
Thank you for helping us. All right, guys. Yeah, there are our 6 facilitators that that going to help you discuss this topic. They will tell you more about what topic you are going to discuss. But I just want to remind you guys, please be active in this session. Why? Because this is the time for you to practice your speaking skills. So don't be hesitant. We are not going to judge you here. All right. Okay. Rere, please helping us, Rere. Please escort our friends.
Yes.
House member to their room. Yes.
Yes, I already assigned all the facilitators and all of the members. See you guys in the group.
Have fun, guys.
Have
Don't
fun.
forget to share your story.
Okay, I also would like to say hi to our participant on YouTube. Are you guys excited?
Hi, YouTube lovers.
So, how many people watching us? Have you checked our YouTube? I think 1 million?
No, 3 million.
3
Wow.
million.
No,
Wow.
three
3K?
viewers.
Three
So there are
That's a
wow.
record. That's a record.
3 million minus 2 million 90.
All right. Okay, so participant in YouTube, you guys can also be with us here. You can also ask or just share your opinion about us, about what topic, about the topic today. And if you can see that only 4 of us here. Why? Because all the participants now having their discussion. Okay, so today our conductor is our fabulous friends, Dani Mustofa. He was sharing about
Finally. Oh, finally, I'm done.
No, you're not done
Judy,
yet.
yeah.
You're not done yet. You still have another session here in
We still
YouTube.
have like 3 unassigned participants. We
still
have like 3.
No, maybe some of them still have struggling.
It's an error system because I already assigned them all, and I cannot assign them again because I already did assign them.
So
Okay,
we can say that they are already in the group, yeah?
Yes.
I'm so relieved, honestly, guys. I'm so relieved because I don't know, like my.
A moment, Normalita mana lu? Why are you still here, Normalita? Why don't you have your group?
You won't be answering to your question because
she's already in the group, yeah?
Already in the group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
Technical
Okay,
issue.
Dani, yay! You've
I'm so relieved.
job. No,
I'm so relieved.
I'm also I'm also nervous.
No, because I think here's the thing, here's the thing. For me, this is a story. Is I would like to say so many things, but this is like too abstract topic. So I have no idea how to like navigate the ideas and how to construct the the material in order to get from abstract into something that digestible, something that is relatable. So like I have. So please, I'm sorry guys from the YouTube viewers if you feel like, what is this talking about? What is this doing?
No,
it's actually pretty obvious, right? It's actually pretty obvious what you were talking about in the group. Like the most interesting part for me is the cheating story part. That really reminds me, of my past, because cheating was my hobby as well.
Are you proud of it? Are you proud of it?
Yeah.
No, right? You're not proud of it, right?
I'm not proud of it, but it's kind of funny to do that, right? Because that's the memory.
I think anyone that has same story, right, in cheating, especially in school, who doesn't cheat?
Yes.
Who doesn't cheat?
I already.
Who didn't cheat? Yeah.
I even bought the answer of the question for UN.
For your exam.
No, that's too
too
bad.
No, Rere, keep it secret, Rere.
That's too bad. Don't do that, okay? So you two don't do that, okay? That's a bad example.
You are from you're from madrasah, but how can you?
It was when I was in junior high school. I was in when I was in senior high school. So my angkatan collecting money together to buy
Yeah, I know.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Okay, guys,
goodness.
this is a dark story. So please don't
dark
follow.
story.
Don't follow. Yeah, don't follow us.
Yeah, sorry now. So, but did you get the perfect score for your exam?
I
Because you
did.
already bought
I did.
the MCP.
Unfortunately,
Not perfect, but satisfying.
when in my period in my angkatan,
Yeah.
there was like there's just not one sample of question like there.
Oh, answer. Oh yeah. There's like
20,
5, right?
yeah. No, me
20 something. Oh my God.
Yes, 2020.
Wow.
So there are 20 question, different question each student gitu ya. Terus and then the key answer that I have is not matched to but I brought handphone and as to
Oh
my
my God.
teacher in my course bimbel in my
Yeah.
bimbel, I asked my teacher in BM chatting.
Oh my God,
For the
Tete. Oh my
answer.
God.
Were you allowed to chat during your final exam test?
I'm so proud, bro. So
Oh my goodness.
to handle.
Like
The
are you?
teacher didn't know that
Oh, all
I
right.
brought handphone.
That's a good
But I
example.
think,
Okay, for all the cheaters.
but I think you can memorize or bring the copy for all the answers, like all the questions type. So you will bring like probably 20 plus answer keys. So which one is matched to your question, right? Like, okay, type 1, type 2, type 3. Oh my God. Yeah, that's
the government is so good.
this is not for not to be followed, guys. This is not to be followed. This is strongly
You know what?
Your children
It's actually
from this
yeah.
Well,
type of
it's actually not really bad to cheat on your study in the past, yeah. But do not cheat on your partner. That's a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Ah, okay.
You got us.
Can
us.
we listen to your story? You can can you share your story about I think we can learn from your like cheating scandal, so we can learn from your story. So what about it?
Come on, Arif.
No, I
what
didn't
you
have
have started.
I didn't have that.
Come on, you must be having fun.
No, I'm a good guy though. I don't do that. Maybe Ani or Rere can try.
No, I don't have. Maybe your ex-girlfriend Arif that have cheated on you.
Guys, come on. We're live on YouTube. I'm afraid she's watching right now.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't mention her name.
Just call her Mawar.
Yes. Or
No.
Lestari.
What should I talk about? I mean, I never cheated on her. Actually, no.
Or she
good for you.
Cheated for you.
I didn't know about that. So probably if my ex-girlfriend is watching right now on YouTube, maybe you can type on the chat box, did you cheat on me when we were in the relationship? Come on.
What kind of topic is this?
Type 1 if yes, type 2 if no, type 0 if you're not really sure about. Oh my God, my light just turned off, like literally, guys. Literally. My light just.
Is it
it's
or
this is from
or
this
you haven't paid
No,
for the bills?
Oh my God, no.
Electricity bills.
Well, actually, speaking of the
to share horror story, but
final exam. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Horror story during blackout.
I have like this like horror story from one of my friends. So actually, he this story happened probably like a couple of years ago when he was still in college. So he studied in Semarang, and he was from Central Java. He's from Banyumas, so my area. So it was probably like 4-hour drive, like 4 to 6 hour drive.
4 hour drive.
And then Yeah, car drive, not like motorbike drive, like car drive, like 6 hours from Semarang to his place. And then at the time he was coming home late. I think it was like semester break, and he get off from the bus at like 1 a.m. like midnight. And from the bus stop to his house, it was probably like 3 kilos more. So he usually knock on the door from the neighborhood to get like ojek. But at the time, the person that usually took him, he didn't want to took him. So he decided to walk in the middle of the night, and it was crossing the paddy field. So it wasn't like a crowded place. It wasn't like it was in the paddy field. And then and he need to get across the small bridge. It's just like one person bridge size. It's not like big bridge, but like very small one. And he turned on his phone. What is it like? Phone flash in order
Flashlight.
to
flash,
take him
okay.
Flash, yeah.
yeah, flashlight, yeah. And then in the middle of the middle of the bridge, his flashlight turned off automatically, like for no reason. And he was like,
Come
"Oh
on,
my
man.
god, what was that?"
Is it true? I mean,
Yeah, and
kinda-
yeah, that is true. This is true, and because he's a very he is he is the person that I take the answer to. So I cheat from. This is the person. This is my friend who
Okay.
told the story. And then yeah, and then like he couldn't operate his phone after he died. So he couldn't like unlock his phone. Like his phone was literally dead, and he was like walking in the dark. And then after he reached the end of the bridge, it was started like small raining out of nowhere, like small raining, just like small raining. And then he kept walking, and then tell me why he heard like giggling voice, like woman giggling voice, like
Kuntilanak.
and then like he couldn't, he wasn't able to look back because he wasn't ready to see what was that. So he kept his head straight forward, like okay, keep walking, and then the frog voice suddenly disappeared. After that voice came along, after the giggling voice came along, the frog voice was like literally disappeared, like crop 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 crop, literally disappeared. So it was like dead silent except for like that like giggling voice. And then he kept walking, and then after that voice disappeared, tell me why there was like an old person who rode the bicycle and said, let me see. Old person rode bicycle in the middle of the night, in the middle of the paddy field. Who did that? Who did that? And my brother was like, he was shocked because
how did he react? How did he react to that? I mean, did he run away or just, you know?
No, if he ran away, he was afraid if that things gonna like catch him, like even because he knew that he was scared, right? So I think that's why he decided to stay calm, and walk again, because what if he ran away and all the things will like catch him after all, like like woo. I was like, oh my god, that was one of a kind story, that like real life story.
Where was that? Where was
and
that?
Tell me what, and
where was that?
yeah, in Banyumas area.
Oh,
Near,
Banyumas. Okay, I
in a
will
different
never
district,
go
but
to Banyumas.
yeah, it's a,
I will never
and then
go to that city.
and then the next day he realized that it was a Jumat Kliwon. It was actually malam Jumat Kliwon. That's why the object that usually willing to took him said no that night. He didn't want to take him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it was the second time he walked from the bus stop to his house. Yeah. So that's basically, guys, horror story. If you have any horror story, guys, you can type on the comment and share your story about one of your horror or your friend's horror story, or
And
we can make a podcast about its own horror story.
But then
What about
I
it?
bet Arif cannot sleep tonight, cannot fall asleep tonight.
Arif,
Don't-
Arif,
You know what?
Arif,
I
be
forgot
ready,
to.
Arif, be ready, be ready.
You know what? I forgot to turn down my my volume. No,
Oh my
I
God.
sensitive to
What
horror
kind-
story.
no, I never
Yeah,
experienced
there's a
that.
story about horror. Yeah. But I
Okay,
think,
okay. So
yeah.
actually, I experienced this. I think you were there as well, Padani. I kind of forgot when it was in the what is it? The farewell party
Farewell?
of
Yeah.
Britzone community in 2019,
Britzone, right?
right?
Yeah.
So it was in
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2019.
yeah
2020 again. I think it was
2019
Yeah.
in Vitas Rain. So it was in Bogor,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
area of Taman Safari, Bogor, right? So I bet I was not the only one who experienced it, and I mean, several people also saw this. But when it comes to the story time, there's a story time in the farewell party, like everyone is gathering in the middle of the room, right? Wait a second. Okay, when everyone is gathering in the middle of the room, and I was sitting in the middle of people, in the middle of everyone, right? And then like my eyes just pointed at a door, a room door, which a little bit opened, so it's not full open, but it like almost closed, right? And then
Slightly open. Yeah.
slightly open. So when I was listening to one of my friends' story in the middle of that crowd, and I just my eyes like unintentionally just stared at that door, and you know what? It moved by itself. Like I swear to God, it moved by itself. I mean, I was kind of shocked, because like I was like, is it real? Like I asked my other friend, hey, did you see that? Did you see the door moved by itself? And then he answered, I saw that, so better keep silent in order not to make the chaos in there, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I kept silent back then. And tomorrow morning, I just told it to my other friends, and you know what? They also saw it. It's not only me, so I kind of.
Oh my God.
I was kind of lucky, but it was pretty scary, because I think that's the first time that's the second time I experienced that. Yeah. Hopefully
Like
I don't.
paranormal activity.
Yeah, some kind of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't experience that too.
So you weren't
Okay.
halu, ya, Pak, ya? You
I
weren't
was not
halu.
I was not, because everyone experienced that too. Yeah. Okay, now Anis. I believe Ani has.
Right?
Right? What?
Why horror story always interesting to be listened?
For you, it's interesting. For me, it's scary.
I don't know, because it has like some sort of like like surreal. Like it has
yes.
I don't know, like something about it that makes it like like we are scared, but we want to know. Like we are curious. So it's like combinations of different. Yeah.
So it's time to listen to Annie's story, because she has more horror story than us.
Yeah. Than anybody in this
in this
room, right?
I don't want to talk about
Annie,
it here.
In the
Annie
town.
is the queen.
I don't know.
Annie is the queen of horror story, guys.
No, guys. So I just wonder why do people always scared about horror story? I mean, what can they do for you? They cannot do anything, by the way. They just listen maybe, or they just watching you. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
As long
I
as you
think
don't
like
disturb them. As long as you don't disturb them, right? So they will. They
like
will not.
respect each other, right?
Yeah,
Don't be
respect each
like
other.
don't be like
We believe they
respect,
exist,
yeah.
but we don't need to do anything with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, but I don't know. But in my experience, I can tell that they won't hurt you, and even so they cannot hurt you because we are in a different world.
Like directly, right?
Yes, we are
Different
in a different
dimension.
world, totally in a different world.
Like different dimension, yeah.
Yeah. So and I know maybe for some people they scared or they frightened about if they in the middle of it. But for me, I cannot I can't say that I'm a brave, no. But in my experience, I just feel how can I put it in word? Yeah, like risih, you know. I'm not scared if I met or if we are in the same room or in the same place, or I just wonder why do they stare at us and what can I do about them? Because I cannot communicate. I cannot say. I cannot ask like, "Excuse me, ma'am, what do you want?" I cannot say that to them.
Excuse me, ma'am. Like, how can I help you with? Like, is there anything that I can do to make you leave?
And also, it's more funny than horror, right? Sounds funny than horror.
It gives like more like funny effect rather than like this scary effect, right?
Yeah, but and also I just hate it when when we watch horror movie, especially Indonesian movie, they describe them as really really horrible looks, like they terrible in a terrible situation, but in fact sometimes somehow I don't know, they don't look like that. They just like us, maybe not with the expression like us, I know, but not that
They look
scary.
better. They look better than the movies.
Yes, and not exactly like what movies put them, maybe some of them, but not like a movie with their dramatized things. No, not like that.
Yeah. I think because like movie would like to make it even more like dramatic, so they exaggerate some aspect of the like visual, from that like demon or element or entity, right? So just want to like make it like dramatize to make it more interesting and scary, right? So what is the point if there are making a horror movie but with no horror figures? So what's the point, right? So they make it like horror.
I know, right?
No, I cannot say that. I cannot agree with a horror like horror. Maybe why people usually put them in a horror movie or horror description, because of it's not usual to us, right? It's not like similar things that we can find in daily life. So that's why maybe for some people it's quite horror. But no, it's exactly not like that. Trust me, not that. They're not that bad, and then they are not like us that can hurt people.
Yeah.
I even myself, like, I'm more scary with people than with
people.
than with
people can kill us, right? But they can't.
Yes. Fasil Dimas, what are you doing here, Fasil Dimas?
Oh, it's
By the
already
way, Dimas,
over.
why are you here, Dimas?
It's already over.
Really?
Welcome back, guys.
Really? It's already 30 minutes? Oh, I thought we still had more time.
Because we talk about like horror stories, I think that's why like time flew so fast, right?
Okay, welcome back, guys. Welcome back.
We need more time, guys.
Yeah, I know. We too.
I just
feel the same.
explain in 1 minute.
Me too.
Yeah, Ramdan only have 1 minute. I'm so sorry, Ramdan.
Yeah, he only need 1 minute.
It's
We need more time and money.
Yeah.
Time and money. Yes. That's expensive thing in life. Okay, thank you, guys. Welcome back to the main room. So while you guys having discussion, we also in the main room with Pak Dani, Arif, and Rere, Britzone English community, we are also discussing about something interesting topic like horror. I don't know. Okay, it's quite different from what you guys talk in the FGD. But okay, we'll come back. And how was the discussion going? So, are you guys? Can you cover all the participant fossils? Do they talk?
Yeah, yes. 7 of them tell their own story.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so let's hear them then. Okay, for Putri, do you have representation from your group? Can we also hear?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. So they told the story about a story that will make them remember of someone, and we already voted as well. And the most interesting story goes to Sabrina's story. Sabrina's story.
Oh, nice. Okay, Sabrina. Your time, Sabrina.
Go ahead, Sabrina.
Thank you, Putri. I wasn't expecting this actually because I don't think my story is interesting, but yeah, maybe the story is about my friend. Her name is Nichi. She is the person who introduced me first to Britzone. So every time I look at Britzone or I heard about Britzone or every time I involved in Britzone, actually this is my second time. The first one was on Saturday with Mr. Dika. And then I always remember her because when she was in Britzone, she was the member of Britzone a couple years ago, and at that time Britzone was not a big community like this, and maybe didn't have a branch in Surabaya like this. And at that time, she also was the committee. And she is a successful person now, and actually she met her husband in Britzone too. So I think it's every time I look at Britzone or I hear about Britzone, I always remember her, and I want to be successful like her. And yeah, maybe hopefully can meet someone too in Britzone.
Oh, nice, Sabrina.
Who was that? Who was that? Your friend?
Her name is Nichi, Rani Oktaria.
Oh,
I know her.
I didn't know her.
Is that our former committee?
Yeah, I think she was one of the community back then.
Yeah.
She's an epidemiologist. She's an epidemiologist,
Yeah,
right?
she's an
I know her.
epidemiologist in USA, and she's very successful now.
Wow, what a nice story. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Putri, from your group. Okay, guys, so for those of you that has been a member for years here and hasn't met the one, don't worry. Just wait. Maybe you also got a turn to meet your special someone. Hopefully. Okay, thank you, Sabrina, for your story. It's quite interesting for us to hear. Okay, let's hear from other group. Robbie?
Yeah.
How about you, Robbie? Have you decided who's going to be representative?
Yes. For my group, we discussed about what made you forgive someone or something, and after we doing the vote, Miss Ungari was the one who's chosen. Miss Ungari, please tell your story about forgive someone or something.
Miss Ungari, you may start.
Is she disconnected?
Hi, Miss Ungari, are you still here? I think she's still trying to connect. Okay, I think it's an interesting topic as well. About forgiven, right, Robbie?
Yeah, true. That's about forgive and forgiven.
Forgive and forgiven. Okay, that's quite hard to do. Easy to say, but hard to do. Okay, Ungari, are you still here with us?
Hi.
Oh, okay, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. You
I'm
can start now,
sorry, my connection is little. Will share my story, but forgiving myself. Several years ago, I have some of a big regretting in my life. I failed to enter or join one of my dream company. At the time, I really get angry. It's really hard time at the time for me. I really myself because I cannot enter that company. But as the time goes by, I realized that maybe it's really not a big deal if I get a failed in my life, because right now I already have another job. I can get another company, and then I can live more happily, and I don't regret that happens in my life before. So when I get something terrible it happened in my life, I still remember that I need to forgive myself. I get failed in something that I really want. Maybe it's not the best for me, but there's always a reason why I can get something in my life, and I can learn from that to forgive myself. I saw that my story.
Wow. Thank you, Ati. Yeah.
Thank you,
Something
Mary.
happened for a reason, right? Something happened for a reason. Yeah.
Yes.
Agree with you. And sometimes we
right.
don't understand it at this point, but probably like after the time goes by, we know, whoa, that's why this happened in the past. That's why we are going to this direction instead of that direction, right? We realize it like years later. Yeah. Thank you, Ati, for your insightful story.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay, next move to another group. Yuzi, Bang Yus. If you choose
Hi, Annie,
your
thank you.
representative. Yes.
Yeah, in my group, we're talking about perception in life, something that changed our perception in life. And in my group, I have Tra and Syarah, Dewi, and then Dina, Mangku, and Rosa. But I will choose Syarah. Maybe you want to share your story here. Syarah, hello Syarah.
Yes, go ahead, Syarah.
And Sarah is first timer, guys.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, Syarah, maybe.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
Okay. So in the previous group, thank you for Yosi as the facilitator. I told my story that I always be a person that surrender to my God. I mean, everything happened in this world is designed by God, but we have to work for it. So it's a balancing between working and praying. In 2017, I was selected to go to Japan, and we are divided into 5 groups at that time. I got the group that go to Nagasaki, and the other group went to Hiroshima. So people who went to Nagasaki went by plane, and people who went to Hiroshima went by Shinkansen. At that time, the Hiroshima's group feel that they are the luckiest person on the earth because they could try Hiroshima but free. For all of us that went to Japan, of course, riding Shinkansen will be an unforgettable experience, right? At that time, I just say that, wow, congratulations. So I said to myself that if Hiroshima meant to be my destiny, I will go there one day. So just don't be jealous, accept that to happen and try to work another time. So in 2019, I got a scholarship to Japan. And 2020, the lecturer in my university held a field trip for all of us, and the destination is Hiroshima. And we went there by Shinkansen. So all
Wow.
the destinations
Yes.
that I wanted back then, that the other group thought that they are the luckiest person. So I just say that, yeah, let's see that if it meant to be our destiny, it will happen. But I'm not waiting for it, like only praying without any work. But I tried myself to apply for scholarship for going there, and I also pray that that can be my destiny, so it happens. Nowadays, I'm still waiting for another miracle because we had to go back to our country in March, 3 months ago, after finishing our scholarships, and the term and condition stated that we had to go back to our country. If not, we have to pay the scholarship for a year and a half. So I try to follow
Okay.
the rule, and I want to bring the good name of Indonesia, right? Because it's all from around the world. So I went back, but some of my international friends broke the rule. They still there. So who doesn't want to stay there, because it's really good country, a developed country. So I say to myself that if Japan meant to be my destiny again, I will go back there. And this is my my work. I mean, I tried myself to improve myself in speaking through this Britzone community, and let's see, hope it works. Thank you.
Wow, Shata, such a powerful story, and it's like a true testament, like praying and working. Like we need to put an effort in order to get something, right? So there's no like easy access or like like something free now, right? Yeah, thank you, Shata.
Thank you,
Wow.
Sarah.
Thank you,
Wow, what
Sarah.
an inspiring story, yeah.
Very nice
Thank you,
story.
Sarah. Okay, let's move to Yayan's group. Hi, Yayan.
Hi. So yeah, so the discussion is went well, and we're talking about the inspiring the story who inspiring ourselves, and I already choose one of the participants who, I mean, like he didn't have a chance to talk in the FGD room, so I think I will choose him to be, to share his story in the main room. So I will call Aristan. Are you here? Aristan, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please tell your story.
Okay. Thank you for having me. And first, to be honest, I would like to apologize first due to I cannot open my FaceTime camera. I have some issue with that. So with no round the bush, this like I have my couple of things on my list about the story that I need to tell you guys, since we have some limited time. So I think I like to make it short as I could as possible. Like this is just the regular story about my ordinary life, or just a regular life. So I used to be a skinny guy. I was born with a skinny, and then until the times comes up in front of me, and when I was in junior high school, everyone bullying me every day, every hour. I mean, like it's the worst times that I still remember at the moment. So I need to change my body. It's not just the change about my body. It needs to change my habits nor my mind to do it. So my friends introduced me uh, some some sports to do in order to make some people like me perhaps to look even better. So I register myself into the gyms like every day, and it went well until at the present times. I always working out And I always eat nutrition and good balanced diets in order to get a better posture and the forthcoming. So my point thing, I mean, like, there is some particular person that I grab it on my hands. Maybe you guys using iPhone as a main devices of yours, but I came across on the internet who found or who created the Apple, and it was a Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs always came into on my mind. He is the person who always give me a strength on my weakness. He always comes into my mind, and he always motivated me every time I become a weak, shy, timid, even like this speaking in front of you guys, because like I think like motivation is always come and go. It depends on the circumstances, and I have some words of wisdom. Perhaps you can take it whether you like it or not. It's like your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people thinking. Don't let noises of other opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuitions. I think that's a little story for me. And thank you.
Powerful.
Wow, thank you so much, Arista, for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a
Thank you.
story.
Yeah. So again, I guess that's the power of story. Like how can like people who live across the globe, like literally like 1,000 miles away, can touch our life. That's how amazing story can be. And probably you can be,
Yeah.
someone out there in Africa or somewhere can, inspired by your story as well. So that's again the power of story. Thank you for sharing your story, Arista.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Aristan. Okay, let's move to another group. Dimas. Hi, Dimas.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Ani. Okay, from our group, we discuss about the topic that the story that made us feel stronger, and from our group, we choose Kak Ahmad Daud. Hello, Kak Daud. Are you there?
I actually didn't get my chance to tell a story.
That's why this is your time. Go ahead, Kak Ahmad Daud.
But that's fine. I was listening to their story, and their story was really great. I mean, like, that there was the power, there was what do you call it? Support systems, like. But here, I'm not gonna share my story. I will share their story instead, because I think everybody here should need to know their story, because I found it powerful. And start from Echo. His story is he is struggling today, facing his boredom in his apartment, and he doesn't really give us a lot of story. And I moved to Haris, and shout out to Mas Haris for opening his new business. Yay! And it's really powerful because I know that the pandemic effect today is really hard. It kicks us someday, and he just moved to his home country, I could say. Is it home country or his province, Yogyakarta, and starting opening his business. And he's a little bit shy to show his voice, because he is using a microphone while selling his product. And I would love to tell him to be go up there, kill it, you nailed it. It doesn't have to be like this. I know the pandemic is hard, and you're opening your business. Who knows, the one day you are on top of the world someday. Nobody knows that way. And Rizal's story is a kind of a story like, so I guess he tells that he doesn't know when he feels like he is so powerful, when he is able to open the cup of bottles of people asking help for him, and he's strong, which is very simple. And he tells us about simplicity, which I sometimes forget about it, because I don't I used to be a person do not think like simplicity is powerful. But you know, when you are able to make people happy with your simple things, it's also powerful. And Asto says that he tells us the story about his struggle while finding a mosque in different countries like South Korea, because it takes a lot of pain, it takes a lot of struggle, because you had to go for miles away, like 10 kilometers away, to find just mosque to do Jum'ah for Muslims. And it's kind of, I find it's really similar with my story, because I used to live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and that's hard because, you know, I'm tearing my eyes because of that. When you need to go to pray for Jum'at, because it cannot be done in your home, right? You need to find a mosque, and the mosque is quite far away because it doesn't provide in every state. Like, for example, in mine, it is just the mosque is just in the district 1, so you need to take a bus for going to there. It's like 30 minutes away, and that's the struggle, and we cannot complain about it. That's how we could learn about it. We learn about something that it's not usual to us. We learn about tolerance. We learn about understanding their cultures. Maybe Islam is not so famous there, but that's fine. That kind of struggle really built us for who we are today, and that kind of story will still remain everlasting, I guess. And that's it.
Yay! Thank you, Darul.
Thank you.
That's powerful. Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, so before I move to the last group, I also would like to say hi to our participant in YouTube. So in YouTube, Intan Dwi Lestari say hi to us. Hi, Intan.
Hi, Intan.
Hi,
First to
Intan.
don't
Hi,
worry,
Intan.
you can join with us for another session. All right, so move to our last participant from group Matthew. Hi, Matthew.
Yes. Last but not least, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so in my group, we have Dani and Asri, and then we have Aska, and then I forgot one more person. Okay, so
Yasrin.
Rana. Okay, so we haven't got the chance to choose which one to be the representative, so I'm gonna choose the first timer in my group. We have Asri. Hello, Asri, are you there?
Asri.
Yeah, go ahead, Asri.
You choose me?
Yes.
Okay.
So please tell us your story.
Not for Mary, for sure.
Okay. Actually, I'm not ready to say anything again. Okay.
Just tell again, what's your story? Yeah. Oh, by the way, our group the topic is the story that made you cry. So please, Asri.
Okay. Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Yasrin, but you can call me Arin, and it's my first time to join discussion, and I'm the beginner to learning English actually. So I want to say sorry if you guys can understand what I say. So my story is oh wait, I'm nervous. Okay. My story is 3 weeks ago I just had an accident with my motorcycle, and I I got an accident when I go to my lecture house in the morning, and then got me to unconscious, and I should to go to the hospital, and my right hand a little bit broken, my finger. So actually I a little bit trouble to like handle my handphone right now, and I a little bit trouble to typing. So that's what I may cry the last time. And yeah, right now I feel better day by day because I like I go to check up every weekend in the Saturday. And actually the why I am crying is just because not because the accident who make me my hand broken. Actually, it's just because before I got an accident, I just waste my time. Like I'm scrolling TikTok, watching YouTube videos, or I just bored all in the day. Like I'm not doing anything. So that's make me so. Oh, I waste your time. And right now, I just can use my one hand, and it's make me so. Oh, I mad of myself. Like why you not use your complete hand before? So for anyone, for you guys, you need to do something before you regret one day. Yeah. And one more time. Actually, the the thing that makes me so motivated, it was I found one video on TikTok, and he said if we had spent 1 hour in a day on one subject in 5 years, you're gonna be expert in that object. So I have to learn English right now, and I don't want to waste my time anymore. So yeah, it's my first time actually to join Britzone, and I know the link from Miss Nada, if you guys know. Miss
Thank you,
Nada by
Nada.
yeah, Miss Nada by Britzone. So I looking for the link who celebrate the agenda. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Yassi, for sharing your story. I think the lesson for you is that never take anything for granted, right? And make your time count because we never know like how much time we'll have, and we need to make sure that we use our time wisely, and we need to make sure that like we don't do anything like wasteful, but something that is good and impactful. Thank you, Yassin. Hope you get
Thank you,
getting better
Yasin.
soon, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep coming back to our classes.
Of course.
Okay, thank you, Arin, for sharing with us. Hopefully, you get better recovery soon, yeah. Okay, so that's the last participant for sharing their story. I would like to say thank you for all of the participants, for Ungari, Sabrina, Syarah, Aristan, Daud, and Arin for your courage to telling us your story. That was very nice and very inspiring, even though some of you maybe experienced a bad thing like Irene. Sorry, Irene, for that happened to you. And okay, so before we move to another session, okay, only one session left now, open mic session. Have you guys tried this session before? Who's going to try this time?
Come on, everyone.
Okay,
Everyone.
I encourage
Raise your hand.
for you guys to speak one more time in the session. So the open mic session, the top is, will the world get fully recovered? So what do you think, guys? Can we get back to normal life? Can we overcome the situation and move on very soon? What do you think, guys? Come on, who's going to try? Aristiawan, are you going to try? Or Dina, Farahia, or Aristiawan? Okay, anyone want to try? Or Abai, I can see your smile, Abai. I think you're ready. Abai, you want to try this open mic session? Hi, Abai. I see you smiling.
Can I try?
Who's talking?
Yes.
Okay.
Sabrina.
Okay, ladies first. Come on, Sabrina. You can try now. You start.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the question again? I'm sorry.
So the question is, what do you think? Will the world get fully recovered?
Oh yeah. Actually, I work in a hospital in Jakarta, And if I see the world right now and the condition, especially in our country right now, I'm quite pessimistic actually, but we work really, really hard to make the world better again, and to in this pandemic era, we try to we try to make other people to get the vaccines and to use the mask every time they go anywhere, and keep the social distancing. And also, like the government tells us to do, and we work really, really hard to do that. And even though the world is maybe, especially in Indonesia, is getting worse, but I still have hope in deep in my heart, and especially with my friends, we actually really want to Indonesia to get better soon, like the other country does. And that's why maybe in this session I can encourage you all to support us to overcome this pandemic. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sabrina. That's very nice words to say,
Very
to be
nice,
heard.
Sabrina.
Yeah. So guys, I really encourage you also guys to get your vaccination. I know maybe some of you have your own opinion. That's okay. But as Sabrina said, that we can get this pass very soon if all of us can get our participate in the vaccination. All right. Thank you, Sabrina. That's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you. Thank you for your
I think that's the only chance for you guys to have this open mic session. I'm very sorry that we now coming to the end of the session. We are very limited in time, but I hope you guys can make it. Can get a chance to do open mic session in our next classes. Okay, so before I end this session, I would like to say once again thank you for our conductor, Dani, Mustofa. Thank you. The topic is really nice, and thank you for all of you guys for sharing your story. There's no such an ordinary story to be told. Like you can heard before, like many stories can inspire us. We can learn, and we also can be and get something from out of their story. All right, so once again, I want to ask your participation, guys, in our feedback link. Please, after this session, I wonder, are you guys have something to be shared to us about what we can improve from this session? And your opinion really matters to us. Okay, and I think that's all. And also we have tomorrow we have class in Wednesday class. Please come and join for tomorrow class. I think that's all. Right, so we come to the end of the session. Please turn on your video. Let's take a picture.
Come on, guys.
Yay.
Yay, come on, guys. Show your best pose.
Yes.
I think the pose only like this, like
Yeah.
that.
There's no pose. Your gorgeous smile.
Yeah, we don't have any choice poses. Okay, Ray, you can lead us, Ray.
Okay, I think I can start screenshot on my first page. Okay, count 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, I will go to the second page. Count 3, 2, 1. Again, 3, 2, 1.
I have many poses.
Okay, I'm done.
Wow,
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Please
Thank you,
stay
guys.
safe.
Thank
Stay
you,
safe.
Dani and
well.
Britzone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Safe.
See you again. Bye.
Take
See you
care.
again, Bella.
Bye.
See you
Thank you,
again.
our viewers on
Take
YouTube.
care, Coco and your
Thank
bunny.
you, viewers.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you, you too.
Keep healthy, guys.
Thank you, Daud. See you.
Thank you, Amai. Thank you,
Thank
Dani.
you.
Hi, Coco. Thank you, Coco, for coming.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Coco, who's that name? Who's the doll's
Thank you,
name?
Coco.
Echo.
Oh,
Echo.
no, I mean the doll that you're holding right now.
Uh,
What's her
his name
name?
is Britzo.
This one, okay.
Oh my God.
You get inspired from Britzone.
Yes.
Inspired from.
Wow.
It's inspired from you all.
Thank you very much. Very nice. Bye bye,
Thank you.
Britzone.
Bye-bye,
Thank
you.
you, everyone. Stay safe.
Bye.
See you in our next class.